Hey, this is Breone, Jamall, McNill. I'm coming to you again. Just thought that I would talk to you guys out there, particularly those of you that are in relationships, or you're just kind of not sure of where you're at in your relationship, or you're just plain done. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I like to talk today about falling, fighting, or finish. As we all know, love is a two-way street. And I often say that sometimes it's hard to maintain that two-way street when you have people who really don't know how to stay in their own lane. Now, yes, like many drivers on the road, people go at their different pace. Some people are just quick and fast and aggressive. Others kind of go along through life at a steady pace. And then some of us are barely making it with the little bit of gas we got. So that's how love is. Now, as we all know, that relationships takes work. You know, that's no secret. And it takes two to make that happen. I mean, you can't get anywhere if it's just you doing all the things, giving all the time, doing all the right things, saying all the right things, buying things, doing things, going out of your way to make things happen. And the other person is just sitting back receiving. No, it's 50-50, give or take. Correction. I thought about something I heard somebody say before. It's not 50-50. It's 100% and 100%. You should give your all, and they should give their all too. Are you falling? Are you fighting? Or are you finished? Okay, here's how you know that you're falling. You're falling for someone when you genuinely love and care about them. You love them more than you love your dog. You love them more than you love your car. You love them more than you love, let's say, a piece of cake. You love them. You want the best for them, and you want to see them happy. And you think that they deserve to be with somebody that's good enough and decent as you are. You want to love them. You want to do things for them. You love them in an unselfish way. You love them more than they love their own mama. You love them. That's real love. The problem sometimes with that is, or the gamble we take, is that the question is, does the other person love you the same? We don't always know when we get into these relationships. We just get in there and you just take that gamble. You step out there to see if they really into you. Sometimes people play games, which is often the case. People play games. We all play those games because we want to see if this person is going to love me because I'm me. Not because I make this amount of money, or I drive this kind of car, or I have this type of friends around me, or because I dress a particular way. But will they like me because I'm me? I'm plain who I am, and will they accept that? So, if you're falling for somebody and it's for the right reasons, good for you. And even if you find out later on that they're not feeling you the same, don't beat yourself up. Don't feel like you wasted time. You didn't. You did what a person's supposed to do when they are in love and when they do care about somebody. You're supposed to be open about your feelings and tell a person that you really care about them and that you want to see them and you want to date them. That's normal behavior. At least you're not the person that's sitting somewhere regretting not telling that person that they did love them. There are people out there that regret that. And you know what? I believe some of them are out there now fighting. They fighting, trying to find the person that they loved or the one they just let slip away. and they're out there, and they regret that they didn't tell them how they truly felt. They regret not admitting to them that they do love them, that they do care about them, that they do think about them. Don't be one of those people. You're either falling or you're fighting. Now, to my fighting couples, those of you that are trying to fight to keep the relationship, if you really believe that this relationship is worth fighting for, and I'm not talking about fighting a third or fourth person, I'm talking about you're willing to sacrifice and to deny yourself of some things that you could have or could be doing just for the sake to make this other person happy. Well, please don't misunderstand me. I'm not telling you to forfeit your life or your happiness. By all means, you ought to think uno, number one, always. You need to make sure that you're okay, that you're happy, that you're healthy, and that you're doing okay before you enter any relationship. Don't never put your life, your happiness, or even your own family on hold to make another person happy in a relationship. You don't do that. That's not the sacrifice that I'm talking about. There's a way that you can maintain both if you learn to juggle both. I'm not talking about juggling two relationships. I'm not talking about juggling two hearts. Nor am I talking about having something on the side of your relationship. That's not what I'm referring to as well. But I'm saying you can have a life. You can have your own personal space and happiness and be with the one that you love. If you understand how to keep everything in their proper perspective. You tell this person that you love them, you care about them, by all means do that and stick to your word. But it doesn't mean that you got to put your career and your goals aside unless it's one of those things where, you know, you have to sacrifice a little bit because you two are married and you got a mortgage and you got kids. That's a whole nother situation. But I'm talking about if you're still single and you're seeing someone, you two live in two separate apartments, hey, don't put your happiness and your fun time on hold because you want to see this person more. No, keep living your life. And it don't mean that you have to mess your body up and put a whole bunch of toxics in your body. And y'all know what I mean by toxics. That's stuff that we drink on a weekend. When we get off from work, we feel like we need a drink. Yeah, you don't always need that stuff to have fun. But that's a whole nother subject. Falling, fighting, or finish. Which one are you? Now, the finished people, hey, self-explanatory. You're done. You don't want to talk to them anymore. You don't want no phone calls. You're not accepting no more emails, text messages. If they text you one more time, you're going to scream. I know this. I know you over it. You don't want to look at their picture. You don't want to look at a card they sent you. If they sent you a nice gift for your birthday, at this point, it really don't matter. But I have to throw this question at you again. Are you falling? Are you fighting? Or are you finished? Thank you.